I feel like a star, but only strictly where I'm famous. I'm in this for the longest haul, like we'll see where it takes us. I'm throwing back these double shots like whiskey here is weightless. Cause this career I chose was even riskier than Vegas, yo.
Oh, hello, everybody. Welcome. Oh, I missed you over 4th of July, but oh my goodness. So I got back from Maui and we landed at like 5 a.m. And so I went home and went right to sleep, right? Because I kind of wanted some sleep. Then like at between 10 and 10:30 in the morning, my whole bed shakes. I could hear everything shaking in my apartment. And I thought, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. And it was pretty scary. And that was it. I was up for the day. So it was quite a way to come home. And I thought of all the days to land and have it. So then we had another one the very next night. And that one was pretty crazy too, because I was actually at the Apple store. The lady was checking me out, I was purchasing something, and the tables, Apple Store is really built strong, right? They've got those big old tables because they have a lot of computers and all on them. Everything was shaking. And the girl, I was like, oh my goodness. She goes, I know, oh my goodness. Wait. And then it's not stopping. And I was like, do I get under the table? And, yeah, they were waiting. Everybody was on standby. They closed the parking down at the mall. And obviously, we're really lucky that everyone was safe and that everything was okay. But I got to tell you, growing up in Jersey and having some earthquakes here is quite a shock. But I guess it's just part of the nature here. So let's just hope Mother Nature keeps up with us and then we do okay. Now, some of you may have noticed some crazy, weird energy over the last few days. Yes, raise your hand. We are in a Mercury retrograde. So there we go. You have it. You got to just kind of pull on your big girl panties and big boy panties and just persevere, right? Because people are going to be nutty. They're going to be nutty. They're going to be crazy. You're going to have people like be upset and you're not quite sure why. I've had people unfriend me so far on Facebook and I'm like, what happened? It's just going to happen. Don't worry about it, right? Listen, if someone is going to give you trouble without listening or do things, they're not meant to be in your life anyway. So don't stress yourself over that. That stuff is so little. When you realize, what really is important in our physical existence and what does matter from this realm to the next, you honestly, you would only regret that this person or that person that you let them bother you so much. If you've got a partner or a relationship and someone wants to walk out the door, don't let it hit you in the behind, okay? And just do that. Just know that and own that. And when you do, you'll have such a sense of peace. There's such a sense of peace around not trying to be a people pleaser. And I know a lot of us want to be, especially if you're an empath. You want to care about others. You want to be that nurturer. But, the best way to be a good nurturer is to nurture yourself first, right? Love yourself first. Take care of yourself. Stand tall. Don't shy away. I have some students and, they're really starting to get out there and do their thing. And I love watching all of their lights shine so brightly. And sure enough, if there won't be someone coming along, just trying ever so slightly to dim it just a little, just turn that dimmer down just a little. Don't let someone do that to you. No matter where you are, what stage you're in, don't let people do that to you. No one has power over you. Just remember that. It's you, your higher self, spirit, and the universe. Like, those are your bosses. That is it. At the end of the day, that is it. We put too much emphasis on giving other people control over our lives. And the minute you break free from that, you have such a sense of joy. Like, there's a joy again because you actually end up liking yourself. So anyhow, I kind of wanted to start off and share that today because I've just seen with the energy and the people and the interactions, and we just have to have that kindness and that love to really help boost us. Boost yourself, boost others around you. Take time. Like, there's so many little things that you can do. So many little things. Like, it's random little things. Like, just being thoughtful. I had there's a guy, he's at our apartment building and he's painting. He's sitting there painting the new concrete. It's kind of hot out. It's not sticky hot, but it's still kind of hot. You just give them a bottle of water. Just believe it or not, that goes a long way. Offer someone, open the door for someone. Take a moment, let someone go first. It's all these little things, honestly, will add up. If you can reach out and touch someone today, do that. Share that. You're going to feel better if you do. So just kind of moving away, with this retrograde, we can kind of find ourselves absorbed by some negativity and negative energy and, remove yourself. You can create your reality. I love that Mira said that in our workshop a couple weeks ago. You really can create your reality. And when that light bulb goes off, that you can create it, I can create my reality. Like, when you honestly understand that and know that to be true, unbelievable, life-changing. So that's your homework. That's what you're going to do from this week to next week before we have Vino and Voices. So tonight is our date night. I can't wait. Make sure you get in the call queue, 323-992-3115. So make sure you get in queue, 323-992-3115. Also, listen, in the LA area, this Sunday is our Sunday service. I cannot wait. We have an amazing lineup of very powerful light workers that are volunteering their time this Sunday. And we are following with our 2-year anniversary of the center. 2 years it's been. Yeah, so we're going to have some snacks, some chat, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So please come on by, celebrate with us. It's important for the community to come together. A lot of times people really think about themselves or what they need to do or how they need to get ahead. But when you just put all of that aside and say, hey, let's do this for community, let's come together, the power of that tribe is unbelievable. And people really do leave the service feeling better, feeling more in alignment, feeling connected more to themselves, to spirit, to their loved ones. It's really quite remarkable. So in August, finally doing a spirit development circle. It's been quite a few months. Been so busy. As you know, the summit just started. So been really busy. So August, the circle is starting. So make sure if you're in the LA area and you want to practice and hone your gifts, come join us, hang out, and sign up for it. Okay? Don't wait. Now, the big news, big breaking news. Don't forget, you guys, Lisa Williams is coming to LA. All right, this is huge. Now, she's teaching a workshop. We actually have one workshop on the 16th, and it sold out. So I kind of talked to her, and I was like, hey, we have a lot of people interested in a second one. So we added a second date. She was able to rearrange her schedule. We're adding a second date. It's Thursday the 15th. So, you could come up with some food poisoning, a little 24-hour flu to get out of work for the day, and come and join us. It's a full day workshop. It's going to be amazing. And there's actually only, I think, 4 spots left. So that one is almost sold out as well. And on Friday night, now this is just amazing. Quite an opportunity. Really looking forward to it. Lisa and I will be demonstrating an evening of mediumship, connecting to your loved ones at the El Portal Theater in North Hollywood. This is a fabulous event. The VIP tickets are really, really selling out. And what is that? You say, well, first of all, it's the premium seating, and you're going to have the little talk afterwards with Lisa and myself, that meet and greet. We have a photo. So it's going to be really incredible and fun and amazing. And you want to grab your ticket while you can. They actually are going pretty quickly. So that's really fun. Okay, so we have a lot of callers in queue. So a couple things as you know the rules, and if you don't know the rules, you're going to hear them again. Remember, turn off those external noises. So no TV, no radio. Don't be driving with the windows down in the car, and no speakerphone. Okay, and make sure that you're listening. So if you're in queue now and you're on that call line, you have to understand that you may be called, right? Your phone number, your area code. So just be ready for that. All right, do that, and they're listening to the show now, right? Tony and Q, they like that. Okay. So I know you're listening now, and I know we have a delay, so I'm giving you extra time to get ready, okay? Now, if you do, just make sure you know what your question is for me. What do you want to know about? Give me a specific question or a loved one. Let me know who that loved one is that you would like to connect to, just for time's sake, because I like to kind of try to get as many in as we can, right? Especially on our date night. Rapid fire. So that's it. Do not, I'm telling you, here's your do not. Do not sit there and say, Colby, I just have one question. And then you ask me, well, okay, now is anyone else out there? Is anyone else? No greedy. No greedy. So anyhow, let's have fun. Let's roll up our sleeves. If you just got through in the last week or two, let's go ahead and let others get through it tonight. All right, so here we go. You guys ready? Let us start. How about area code 315? Okay, here we go. Area code 315. You are on the air.
Hi, Colby. How are you? It's Julie calling from upstate New York.
Hi, Julie. How you doing?
Oh, I'm hanging in here. We're waiting for a storm to roll in over here.
I swear, I don't know what it is about New York, but that weather over there is crazy.
Yes, it sure is.
What can I do for you tonight?
I first have to tell you, you look fabulous. You look fabulous.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Well, your readings are more accurate the better I look. So if you want to keep paying me compliments, it's going to be better and better. Now, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you.
I was wondering if we could possibly connect with my grandmother.
Yeah, definitely, because I was already feeling a woman. She actually felt more motherly to me, but I'm glad to hear that it's grandmother. And she gives me, she was already kind of coming in, which was real sweet. She gives me this feeling, I believe you would have spent a lot of time with her, because she gives me, again, a sense of being around you a lot, especially when you were younger, a sense of being almost motherly towards you, not just that grandmotherly. Does that make sense to you, Julie?
Absolutely.
Okay. She gives me this sense too. Like I feel like she feels very nurturing. Like the sense I'm getting from her is a very nurturing personality. I keep seeing her like folding laundry. So I don't know if she's the one like doing laundry or folding things or making sure you're dressed, but does that make sense to you?
It makes perfect sense. It's kind of a funny story. When it was my parents' anniversary, we found a little side job, my grandmother and I, and we were folding gauze pads for a medical company to make extra money for this party.
I love it.
Yes,
I got it.
Perfect.
So she's letting you know. Okay, so that's so cute of her. But she's letting me know that this is like, and I feel like even then she was trying to show you how to fold it. Like, this is how you do it. Make sure the crease is here. So I know that it was important to her. Like, I do believe she had a lot of pride in her work. So anything she did or put effort into, she wanted to make sure it was done correctly and done right. Like, she didn't really cut corners. Does that make sense? Do you remember that about her?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
yes.
Thank you. I keep seeing a pendant from her, a necklace. It wasn't real clear. I could just see it kind of hanging from her neck. Would you happen to have a necklace from her, or have a necklace like in her honor, something along those lines? Does that make sense, Julie?
Yes, I do have. Yes, I have a pendant. Yes,
okay.
It opens up like a locket.
Okay, got it. Thank you. Is there a rose on the pendant or a heart? Something. I saw a rose and I saw a heart, and then they came together. So I wasn't sure if that's if that's etching on it or something part of it.
I believe it was blue, like the old Victorian kind of thing. I don't know. It was a design.
Oh, I bet you it's a rose on it. Go ahead. What? Rose?
we did. The rose is significant as well because I lived in the same house. I lived upstairs and she lived downstairs, and she had the most beautiful roses in front of the house for many, many years. We lived there. Yeah,
I love it. I bet you if you look at that pendant, there's a rose. I have this feeling that there's a rose or picture of a rose as well. So, and she also gives me this feeling too. So even though you lived above her, I do feel like she really made an effort to be independent because I think she liked being her own person, her own woman. Like I do feel like that was important. I do feel like she enjoyed taking herself places because I think when she was unable to drive anymore, that was kind of a big thing for her. Like, again, she just feels like she took care of things and wanted to be independent. So I think when she kind of lost the ability to drive, that was a little bit harder on her. But she does make me feel like her doing her own chores was important. Does that resonate with you, Julie?
she was the most independent, strong woman I've ever known. Yes, and she said she needed no man in her life.
No, she doesn't. You know what's okay? She gave me a smell. I believe that she would bake, and you could smell like the cookies upstairs.
Oh my God, I can't believe you're saying that.
It's how she would lure you downstairs. Just so you know, it wasn't like, I know I didn't even realize you were home. No, she was it was a ploy. She knew how to get to you.
Yes.
But it was really cute.
You're the second psychic that told me that. And John White and Lilydale told me the same exact thing.
Yeah, I love John White too. I know John White from Lilydale. That's wonderful. I also know that, and I also know that she made care to make sure you were taken care of. She also shows me you cared for her. So I believe at the end you were there taking care of her as well. Would that be correct?
Oh my God, yes.
Okay, because I do
everyday dialysis.
Yeah, but I also see you putting blankets on her. I see you making sure she's comfortable. I can see you propping her up when needed. So I can see a lot of you kind of reversing that nurturing, making sure she was taken care of. And I don't know. I just saw orange liquid. I don't know if it's Tang or orange juice or something, but I see her drinking juice through a straw that you would also give her. Does that connect?
Yeah, towards the end, it was hard for her, with the kidney failure and that to, yes. So It was like at the end, and she wanted to be home to die, and we made that possible. We never put her in a nursing home. Yeah,
she makes me feel like she's there. One last thing here, Julie. Is there an Evelyn in the family, or a middle name, or E name, Ellie or Evelyn or something like that? It just kind of came in, and I saw that it started with an E. Esther or Evelyn, something like that. Does that resonate for you? Do you know that name, like in the living or in spirit?
No, I don't.
Do you know your grandmother's?
But maybe one of her relatives.
Yeah, I feel like this is like your grandmother's grandmother or something like that. Maybe you could check on the names. Maybe you could just double check just to see, because I feel like she's letting us know she's with this person. But it's like an older name, an Evelyn, an Esther, something like that. There's something connected. Maybe just let us know in the comments if you can find that out, okay?
Yep, I'll ask my mom. Thank you so much, Colby.
You are welcome. And just know that she's around you, obviously, and giving you lots of comfort, and just really loves how you care for others. So she just wants to kind of just give you a nice big hug around that, and lets you know that she gives you big kisses and just, kind of kisses you on the forehead too, just with lots of love, okay?
Oh, thank you, Colby. You have a wonderful night.
Okay, thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, here we go. How about 815? 815, you're on the air.
Hi, Colby.
Hi there. Who's this?
This is Tia.
Hi, Tia. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. What can I do for you, Mama?
I kind of need guidance here a little bit. I'm at a crossroads, and I don't know which way to go. So I'm trying to see what Spirit has for me as far as my future.
Okay.
And kind of, because I've been asking for signs, and I'm at the end of where I need to be. So it's like I just kind of need guidance on which way I need to go.
Okay, all right. Well, it makes me feel like I'm seeing a split and a separation. So I feel like there's a sense of either splitting from a relationship or moving away. Does that resonate for you, Tia?
Yep, I'm supposed to be moving.
Okay, perfect. Because I do feel like this move is good. I know you're kind of clutching on. You can be a little stubborn, Tia.
Yeah.
But I think, too, I want you to look at it this way. And again, maybe if I'm misinterpreting, you let me know, honey. But I keep feeling like for you, there was something about this move that you were looking at it or perceiving it to be a failure. And I keep feeling like, no, this is actually an opportunity. So I think it was something that you were afraid to do or just kind of at your wit's end to do. Like it was a huge struggle for you to say, yeah, let me do it. But I kind of want to encourage you to do it because it does feel really positive. It feels like it's a good move for you. I feel like it's going to free up some stress. Like either you've been really stressed about it as well, especially with finances. So I keep feeling like this move is actually going to be really positive. So does that resonate for you?
Oh, you hit it totally on the head.
Okay. And so I want you to know, and then I do feel like this move is actually pretty soon, like really within the next month or two. Is that right?
Oh, yeah, like in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, see, there you go. So next month.
Yeah.
Oh, see, wait, I said next month or two, but next month is August. So that's actually kind of funny.
Yep.
Sometimes it's that play on words that we get. So what I do feel like is I want you to kind of look at this. I do feel like there's a lot of starting over, but I honestly feel like this is really positive, and I honestly feel like to kind of just tell you it's okay and to let spirit keep guiding you. So I know they're guiding you on this, but to keep up with that and to keep trusting them, okay?
Okay. Thank you, love. I appreciate it very much.
You're welcome. You have a good night, Tia.
You too, honey. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, hon. Okay, here we go. How about number 562? Okay, here we go, 562. You are on the air.
Hi, Colby.
Hi there. Who is this?
Hi, this is Chelsea.
Hi, Chelsea. How are you, honey?
I'm great. I'm so excited you picked my area code. I was just calling to get your impressions. I'm very close. I'm in the process of starting my own business and wanted to see what you picked up on that.
Okay.
If I'm heading in the right direction, if it's, that sort of thing.
Okay, there's just and you want to know everything, right, Chelsea?
Yes.
Okay. So
you mean like good or bad?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So a couple things here. I do feel like it's very, very good. And I keep hearing spirit say it's about time. So I think that this is something that you have been sitting on and percolating on for a long time. The only thing about it, I do feel like there's a couple loose ends that you need to address. Like, they feel more like practical things. So either it's about making sure the website is okay or like your emails. It's more like that back end stuff. I feel like that needs to be tightened up a little bit more. Are you working on a website or there's something not quite done about it?
Oh, yes. So the website is on my list of things to do. I've just started working on my mission statement.
Okay, good.
So I had a few things that I was going to do before I tried the web, before I tackled that part.
Okay, perfect. Because it feels like before we kind of launch, like this stuff needs to be done. So like, I don't know if you were thinking of like, hey, all right, let me just put it out there and then do this. But I keep hearing, no, like make sure all of this stuff is ready and ready to go and everything is set up, then launch.
Okay. And that includes the web, like I should have the web, your impression is I should have the website sort of up and running before I make it official.
Exactly. Like your website should look stellar. Like you should have it stellar.
Okay.
And I keep, so what I keep, otherwise I feel like you're going to come out not looking quite like a professional. Whereas I feel like, your goal is to look professional. So are you doing spiritual work, Chelsea? I keep hearing like some sort of spiritual work. What is it that you're doing?
Special education advocacy.
Okay.
but I probably use my intuition a little bit in connecting with families and identifying issues. I think it's sort of
intuitive,
a part of it.
Yeah, like you're going to be.
It's unspoken. I don't tell them.
Yes,
but,
it's okay. That's great. Because I can feel that you're very, very intuitive, Chelsea. Now, so the key here is I do feel like this is going to be really great. I think it's going to be very successful. But it's so important for all these back ends. And not to do a personal plug or anything, but if you haven't gotten my book, then maybe you should have the book because it's got a lot of tips in there.
Okay. So, yes, I know you totally switched, careers.
Yes, and the book is
all that.
The book will kind of help you if you haven't done a lot of the back end stuff. But I keep hearing that needs to be dialed in stronger before you launch.
Okay. That makes sense.
Okay. But overall, this feels amazing and it feels really good. So I want you to really kind of put it out there and own it and hone it, and it's going to be fabulous.
Wonderful. That's great. Thank you very much, Colby.
You are so welcome, and you have a gorgeous day, okay?
You too. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, everybody. We got a lot of calls. There's still in the queue, but if you want to call in and get in the queue, 323-992-3115. So it's 323-992-3115. Also, because I keep forgetting to say this, if you are enjoying the podcast, do me a favor, go to iTunes and subscribe and then leave a review. If you'll do that, nice reviews. If you'll do that, because we're trying to kind of let iTunes say, hey, I'm here. Haven't you heard about the Rebel? So it's Colby Rebel Live, and it's right in iTunes. You can hit that subscribe button. We put the link right in the description here tonight for you, and then leave a review. It means a lot to me. It really will, and I do appreciate all of you that have already, so thank you. Okay, how about some more? How about 412? Here we go. Okay, 412, you are on the air.
Colby.
Yes.
This is Katie Vogel. I wasn't expecting to come through.
Well, hi, Katie. Look what happens. What can I do for you, sweetheart?
Okay, so I am working with somebody to hone my skills before I take some more classes with you.
Okay.
And we're kind of delving into other things, and it's really good. And I just kind of wanted to make sure I was doing the right thing.
Well, I don't know. This is a tough one, Katie, because I probably know who you're training with, I'm sure.
Yes. Well, I've already signed up for November with you.
Yeah, good.
But I wanted to do some, yeah. That was the big thing, but I needed to do something in between that.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, here's the thing I think is great. I believe training is always important. It's just making sure you're with someone reputable that resonates with you, and that's really
Absolutely.
good. And you don't want to get, the one thing I see in training with students is that they sometimes get off on tangents. They get a little lost and sidetracked. Meaning they just kind of end up, and it's good to dabble and look at other things, but if you have an idea of where you want to work and what you want to do, really hone in on that. Just make sure you're focusing.
On that, yeah.
Don't get too sidetracked, kind of going into an area that isn't really long-term where you're necessarily going to work, right?
I totally resonate with that right now.
Okay, great. Like, for instance, I see people, they really want to do, say, platform, right? But yet they kind of start to get off on a tangent with Akashic records and again, that's not a negative. It's good to learn about all of the modalities, but you don't want to spend too much time focusing when you really could be focusing on what you do want, if you know what you want. If you're out there just trying to search, then you have to go with what resonates. So I think it's good. A couple things I believe. you'll know if this feels good. Like if it feels good, you stay with it. If something doesn't feel good, you don't worry about it. You say, okay, but I'm glad I tried it, but that wasn't for me. And don't be worried about letting it go. I love it. It feels very good to me that you are diving in. And it feels very good that you are, I can see or feel or sense your eagerness to really want to understand what you're doing. So I believe that is really powerful as well for you. So it does feel good for you, and it feels great. And I just feel like just keep practicing and honing so that you're able to just kind of knock it out of your park and really build that confidence.
Yeah, that's awesome, because that's what I feel like I'm doing now until I start working with you in November, and I'm super excited for that.
Yeah, perfect. And, you know, I think it's going to be great. You just keep doing your thing and keep practicing, and I can't wait to see you in November.
Me too.
Yay.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
You have a good night.
So you can get to your calls.
Okay, thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, here we go. How about, well, we have a local here, 310. Let's have 310 get through. Here we go. Local 310. Who is this? Uh-oh. Hello?
Hello? Oh. Hello?
Yes. Hello.
Oh, okay. Hi, this is Tracy.
Hi, Tracy. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm good. What can I do for you tonight?
You know, I actually was calling for my daughter. I gave her the wrong number to call in, and so I was trying to see if the number works. So I'm glad I got through.
Yeah, well,
I've taken your classes before.
Okay.
But she's in transition in her career, and she is trying to figure out the next step.
I got it. Is she listening?
I believe I gave her the correct number, so I think she was trying to call in. Her name is Jessica.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter because I can't see names. So I can't see names in the call line. Okay. I only see area codes. That's all I get. Okay, so for Jessica, let's tune into this. You know, here's the thing with Jessica. This is just the sense I'm getting, okay? I feel like Jessica Jessica's kind of split with what she wants to do, but I kind of feel like because she's not really, I think she's more worried about, I hate to say this, but I keep feeling like she's more worried about on paper what would be more successful, like rather than following her heart. Because I kind of feel like if she started really following her heart, I actually feel like she'll be really, really successful. And it gives me the feeling like I feel like she's definitely there to kind of work with others, healing. Also a sense. Does she also do music at all or something creative?
She teaches yoga on the side.
Yeah. So I would say with this endeavor, like I feel like with her, it's more like rather than trying to kind of find something traditional, it makes me feel like it should be something where she's tuning into helping others, tuning into their souls, kind of more of that creative, intuitive side. I actually believe that is something maybe she might want to consider developing more.
Interesting. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So, what does she want to go to school for?
Well, she's already graduated and she was working, and then her company just laid everybody off. That just happened until a week ago.
Yeah. What was it that she was doing though? Like something more corporate or what?
It was a fertility. Yeah, it was corporate.
Yeah. See,
sales.
Yeah. See, right. You see, she's probably texting you now. Put that on silent. But she gives me this feeling where she tells, put it on silent. She gives me this.
Okay, I did. Yeah.
Okay.
I think I did it.
She gives me this feeling where I believe that that's not something she was in love with or loving, and so this is really a blessing in disguise. Tell her not to stress about the money. Really, kind of look at this as an opportunity as to how she can really use that love of yoga and use that love of helping others to kind of get into a field that is so much more rewarding for her.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's really helpful. Okay.
Yeah, because I believe that she's very magnetic, and I believe that she's got something very, very special to offer those around her, very caring and nurturing, and maybe if she kind of looked at something more in that way, even if even if it's even around kids or children, but something more in that direction, I feel like she would feel a lot more fulfilled. So maybe, I know she's got experience in sales, but let's try to move away from that sales, okay?
Interesting. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You are so welcome. All right, well, tell Jessica to listen back.
Okay, I will. All
right, good
thanks,
job,
Colby.
Mom. Good job for calling through for her.
All right.
Bye.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. See, look at that. We talk about nurturing moms, and there's Mom calling in for her daughter. How sweet. Okay, how about we go to 724. Okay, here we go. 724. You are on the air.
Hi, Colby. My name's Diane.
Hi, Diane.
I have a question.
Yes.
Hi. About a month and a half ago, I heard a knock at the front door. I said hello, and then me and my daughter heard a knock at the back door. So I opened the door there, and I said hello. No one was there. And as soon as I shut the door, within like less than a minute, in the kitchen, like right on the right side of my ear, just heard a woman's voice say hello.
Yeah.
Like, is
Okay,
there like
so
a
real quick.
name
Yeah.
of the person?
Well, I don't know. Don't ask me for a name, but let me just kind of go into the reading. So a couple things here, Diane. First of all, don't just randomly open a back door when someone knocks at it, okay? There's a lot of murderers out there.
Okay.
So just on a practical sense, look through the peephole and see if you see someone first. Just do that for me for safety, okay? Now, this woman,
Sure, okay.
I definitely get the feeling that this is... Diane, would your mother be in spirit, sweetheart? Is that right? Because I get the feeling that this is on your side of the family, and this was Mom. Yes, honey? So I feel like this is Mom. And your mom was a little nosy anyway. So, she wants to be around and wants to check in on things, right?
Right.
So I feel like it's her around. Did you sense that it was your mother, or did you not connect? Did you not think about it?
Yeah. I had honestly, like, it's just been eating at me because I couldn't tell, like, the last 2 years of her life, how she was sick and everything.
Okay, so hang on. So it gives me the feeling that this was her. Also, did your mom ever smoke or have breathing issues or something with her lungs as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, because I'm getting a sense of her wheezing. Or what I would interpret as wheezing. But
she would be coughing and like having trouble breathing because she had ALS.
This is her. And then also a sense of like either not being able to walk either. So I feel like in spirit, she's very agile, right? In spirit. So she's gone to the front door, back, hello, letting you know I'm here. Now, just so you know, keeping the doors closed doesn't keep her out. She can let herself right on inside that house. But I do feel like it's very loving. And I do feel like it's honestly, I keep feeling like it's to make up for something. Like, so I know that either there was, I know at the end it was very hard for her, and hard on you, because it does feel like it was very stressful. Like it doesn't feel like, I do feel like, could she not talk or something either, or the words were slurred or something as well, Diane?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that was happening towards the end.
Yeah. So I know that this is okay. Real quick. Okay. And I do feel from her now. First of all, too, your daughter gives me the sense where, your daughter either just had a celebration or an anniversary. There seems to be something that we need to celebrate with your daughter. That would have happened around this time as well. Is that correct? Like, because I keep feeling her wanting to say hello, but it really made me feel like it was to congratulate your daughter, her granddaughter.
Oh, yeah. My daughter just graduated high school.
Okay, there you go. Because I feel like this is like, hey, I want to let you know I'm here. I want to let you know I'm around. And then your daughter also did really well in school. Am I correct? Did she graduate with honors?
Yes.
Okay. Because I saw...
No, not honors, but she did good.
Okay. Are you sure she didn't get so ask her if she got an award, either best something in the yearbook or an honor. I keep feeling like
she did for science. Like she did, like they had like an assembly.
Yeah,
and she
there
got
you go.
An award for science.
Yeah,
okay.
See, there we go. Okay, good. So what I don't want you to be afraid. In some ways, I feel like this is your mom trying to reconcile with you, because it feels difficult and it feels like it took a lot of freedom, like a lot of time and like it was hard. And I feel like she wants to kind of just say, hey, I'm okay now. Like, you should know I'm okay. And I want to come visit if I can. I want to stop by for a cup of coffee. She misses like the ordinary everyday things that she was able to do. Like, like that was, and so I feel like she has an opportunity now to do those things with you. So I don't want you to be afraid at all, okay?
Okay, thank you. Yeah, at least it gave me peace of mind, not to know, because it just was unexpected thing that's ever happened in my life.
Well, yeah, I would be, honestly, if I didn't do what I did, I'd be calling the cops. I'd be like, oh my goodness. I'd be getting out the cross, putting it at the door. But I wouldn't open the door.
They say, if no one's ever experienced it, then they don't know, what I've been feeling. Like, it was so real.
Because it was her visiting.
But it was nice.
Yeah, it was beautiful, and it was her visiting. And then, Diane, is there an M name in the family, like a Mary or a Meredith or something like that? It could be someone's middle name as well. Do you recognize that name for someone in the living or in spirit for you, honey?
Yes. Mary or Margaret.
Okay, who is that for you, honey? Is that your mom's name or is that someone else?
My mom's was Margaret and my grandmother's Mary.
There you go. See, now you asked at the top what the name was, but you can't put pressure on someone like that, right? You got to let it come out. You got to give that loved one a chance. Like your mom is like, don't you drill me. I need to talk to you and let you know it was me, and this is how I'm going to let you know.
That's good. I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate her doing that.
Yes. Yeah, and she's sorry she scared you. She didn't mean to scare you. And then one last thing here. Do you have something on the wall or on the mirror that came off or shook or something? I know we had the earthquake, but actually, you're probably not even in California.
My daughter, during her graduation, she was with her dad and her older sister in a car in front of me and my dad, and she said that the air freshener completely fell on her. And anybody that knows, if you put one of those air fresheners on, you have to stretch the band and put it over the mirror.
Yes.
But something fell on her, and she was just like, "Is this a sign?"
Yeah, exactly.
So she told me that when I got to the place.
That's her See, and again, this goes back to the grandmother wanting to acknowledge the granddaughter. So she's letting you know that was her. So tell your daughter it was her grandma. Right.
Okay.
But it's also, again, just kind of recognizing her, wanting to let her know that she's around her, and that, that sense of pride and that kind of sense of you can do anything. So she's just letting her know. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
You are so welcome. And you have a beautiful, beautiful night. Okay. Lots of love from your mom.
Thank you. You too.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Okay, here we go. Let's see. How about we do, 301. Okay, here we go. Hello.
Oh, hi.
Hi there. Who is this?
I'm so happy to answer my phone call. This is Debbie, and I'm in Maryland, and it's just wonderful to hear you, and I've been listening to all these wonderful readings you're giving, and boy, are you giving out the light. It's wonderful.
Thank you.
You're very blessed.
Oh, thank you so much. What can I do for you tonight?
Well, got a lot of things going on, but I went back to school a year ago. At my age, I should be already, I shouldn't even be going to school. But I started to get into more what I've been doing as a child. Now, at my age, I'm over 50. So I've been helping a lot of people in healings and readings and doing things like that.
Yeah.
I I just want to do that, and I know that I can't afford things, and I don't want to lose my home. I got to put food on the table and keep a roof over my head, and I get very worried to take that dive and go that way. And so many people have said, "No, you have to do this." And I was interviewed yesterday by a woman who's in charge of festivals, spiritual festivals.
Okay.
And the reading came so easy to me to help her.
Yeah.
And she invited me to be one of the psychics on board. And I was like, oh, my God, thank you. And I started crying. And I don't know, like, I think I'm scared. I don't know what it is, but I want to become stronger and do everything. And I don't know if this is where I'm supposed to be. And, you know, I'm always alone. And, you know, that's my other issue.
Okay, so, all right. So just because I have 3 minutes left on my show, let me kind of give you what I've got here so that you can kind of take it and use it, okay? A couple things. Okay. Now, one is I so understand that you got to put food on the table and pay the bills, okay? Now, is this spiritual path your calling? It absolutely feels like it is, right? You definitely are resonating with it. It's definitely, there's a connection. You can definitely feel that spirit is opening up the pathways and the opportunities for you. But I want to expand your mindset around it a little bit, if I may try. Like right now, you're thinking, okay, I either have to kind of have a regular job or I give up everything and I do this. But I don't believe it needs to be that way. I believe, you know, you kind of do that regular job for now, but while you're doing it, you're building those readings, you're building, you know, maybe get into one of those call centers where, you know, you can do readings over the phone for people. You do your training. You can do the festivals. You start to build that. You build that clientele. You have to think about how many readings would I need in order to pay my bills. And that would give you an idea of what you would need consistently, whether it's holidays, summer, you know, slow times. But that's kind of where you would go. So I believe it's a little bit of a balance. Like you may have to have a couple things that you're putting up in the air in order to do this. But the sacrifice, I believe, will be so rewarding. You know, you have really put your purpose and your passion on the back burner for so many years. And you're really lucky. I mean, you may be over 50, but you are so lucky because that light is shining so brightly upon you right now. So whether you spend the next 5, 10, 15, or 20 years doing this, you're going to spend them living in your purpose. And how wonderful is that? So stop worrying about how old you are. Stop worrying about, I can't believe I'm doing this now. Let go of all of that fear. That's just fear you're creating. Those are excuses you're creating for yourself. Know that spirit is driving you and guiding you to do this. And you can do it in a way that makes you feel safe, okay?
Okay.
You got this.
I hope so.
No, yeah. Now your job here, you do have a job, okay? Your job is to go out there and be a rock star, all right? So that I look better, all right? That's the idea. Don't make me look bad by not going out there and living in your purpose.
I will do it, and I will call you with your show, and I will say,
like,
hey,
Colby,
this is Debbie Oz.
This is what I'm doing.
Southern Heroine.
That's right.
I will let you know what's going. But last question is my dad around me? Because, I mean, I know I feel my daughter around me all the time.
Debbie, I'm so sorry. I know he's around you. I just don't have time to do a reading on him because our show is ending. Like literally, if you look at the time,
that's wonderful.
I
so
have
much,
10
Colby.
seconds.
I really appreciate you.
He is around you. I want you to trust that he's around you, and he is with your daughter too. So I just want you to trust and love that. Okay, honey?
Thank you.
You're welcome. You have a good night.
God bless you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Debbie. All right, everybody. That is the end of the show. Literally, we're down to the wire. My producer's like, excuse me. I know. I'm so sorry. I want to thank everyone for listening in, tuning in. I hope you enjoyed our date night. Remember to share because it shows me you care. Please subscribe, love you lots. Next week, Vino and Voices with my gal pal, Jennifer Schaefer. See you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Sometimes I feel like a star, but only strictly where I'm famous. I'm in this for the longest haul, like we'll see where it takes us. I'm throwing back these double shots like whiskey here is weightless. Cause this career I chose was even riskier than Vegas, yo.